In this lesson, we're going to cover how to structure content with headings. Let's start by making sure we're on the same page when it comes to the purpose of a heading. Headings reveal to visitors and search engines what the content is about. The main heading speaks of the content as a whole, whereas the subheadings apply to sections within that content. When it comes to search engine optimization, there are 6 levels of headings from H1 to H6. You don't have to use all of them, however. Many well-optimized pieces of content use headings only from H1 to H3. For example, take a look at this article post on WriterZen's blog. Here's the main heading, also known as the H1 tag. And in the table of contents, you can see all the H2 headings in the article, which are big and bolded. And below this H2 heading, you can see a H3 heading in a slightly smaller font and weight. Now, coming up with multiple subheadings for an article may seem like extra work, but trust me, you need them. And here's why. Headings improve the user experience. They enable readers to scan a page quickly while still being able to get a good overview of the content before they commit to reading. Also, headings can help users find the content section that is relevant to them. On the search engine side of things, Google uses headings to understand the topic and the page structure. And on that note, here's a tip. Ensure you use keywords in your headings, as that can help improve the rankings of that page for those keywords. Now let's talk about how to structure headings, and do bookmark this section for your reference. Your page always begins with the main title, which is your H1 title. This should convey to the reader what the content is about. H2s are section titles that appear within the document. These serve to neatly separate your content into sections, which makes it more readable. Sections can be divided into smaller subsections with H3 tags. H3 headings are contained within H2 content. Similarly, subsections can be further divided with smaller heading tags like H4, H5 and H6 if required. Headings are the outline of your content, so make sure they're structured logically. And remember to check the lesson content structure to see how to create a good outline. Now let's take a look at 2 examples to see good headings in action. In this example, we're crafting an article about making pizza. The main heading makes this clear: how to make great seafood pizza. Our article is divided into 3 sections, each headed by H2 headings. These are preparing the ingredients, steps to make pizza, and 3 pizza tips you need to know. And those sections are further divided into subsections, each headed with the corresponding H3 title. Here's another example for a landing page selling a coffee machine. Our main H1 heading describes at a glance what the page is about: modern espresso making machine. The content itself is divided logically into sections headed by H2 titles: product specs, features, accessories, as well as a couple of additional sections that offer related products. The product features section is divided by smaller subsections headed by H3 titles, each one dedicated to a single feature. Let's end this section by covering some common mistakes and practices when it comes to headings. 1. H1 is the most important heading. While other headings from H2 onwards are optional, all pages must have a H1 title. But each page should only have one, so avoid the mistake of missing the H1 title or adding more than one to a single page. 2. Make sure the H1 title is unique. Different pages should have different H1s. Avoid the mistake of duplicating H1 titles. 3. Headings should represent sections or paragraphs. However, where the smaller points of a heading cannot be written as a paragraph, use bullet points instead of headings. 4. Never use blank headings. Some poorly coded page builders use headings as page elements, images, or logos. This is a no-no. 5. Whenever you need to check or troubleshoot headings-related issues, we recommend using the Screaming Frog desktop app. This handy tool scans all your website's pages for a wide range of on-page SEO issues. You could even use this tool to perform monthly website audits. In the next lesson, we'll be covering URL optimization. I'll see you there.